Welcome to CGK, Curiosities about General Knowledge. Today we are going to talk about William Shakespeare, one of the most famous writers in history. To satisfy your curiosity, here are 5 fascinating facts about Shakespeare. Curiosity 1. Did Shakespeare really exist? Did Shakespeare really exist? Is a common question asked by many people, especially those who are not familiar with the history of William Shakespeare. However, the answer to this question is a resounding yes. There is ample evidence to prove that William Shakespeare was a real person who lived in Stratford-upon-Avon during the late 16th and early 17th centuries. Shakespeare was born in 1564 and was baptized on April 26 of that year. He was the third child of John Shakespeare, a glovemaker and tradesman, and his wife Mary Arden. Shakespeare had 7 siblings, and his father was an important figure in the town of Stratford-upon-Avon, serving as a bailiff and alderman. As a young man, Shakespeare likely attended the local grammar school, where he would have received a classical education in Latin and Greek. However, there is little concrete evidence about his life until he began working as an actor and playwright in London in the late 16th century. Shakespeare's plays were hugely popular during his lifetime, and he became a wealthy and respected figure in the theater world. However, after his death in 1616, some scholars began to question whether he had actually written the plays attributed to him. Some theories suggested that Shakespeare was actually a pseudonym for another writer or group of writers, while others suggested that he was a frontman for the real author. Despite these theories, the overwhelming majority of evidence supports the belief that Shakespeare was a real person who wrote the plays attributed to him. This evidence includes contemporary accounts of his life and work, including references in letters and diaries, as well as official records such as marriage licenses and court documents. In conclusion, the idea that Shakespeare did not exist is a baseless and unfounded conspiracy theory. The evidence overwhelmingly supports the belief that William Shakespeare of Stratford-upon-Avon was indeed a real person who wrote the plays and sonnets that bear his name. Curiosity 2. What was Shakespeare's most famous play? Shakespeare's most famous play is undoubtedly Romeo and Juliet, a romantic tragedy that tells the story of 2 young lovers from rival families who fall in love and must overcome numerous obstacles to be together. The play is set in Verona, Italy, and was likely written between 1594 and 1596. Romeo and Juliet has been adapted into countless films, TV shows, and stage productions, and its themes of love, conflict, and fate continue to resonate with audiences today. The play is famous for its beautiful language, which includes some of the most famous lines in all of literature, such as, "What's in a name? That which we call a rose, by any other name would smell as sweet." The play's enduring popularity can be attributed in part to its universal themes of love and loss, which continue to resonate with audiences of all ages and cultures. The characters of Romeo and Juliet have become iconic symbols of youthful passion and tragedy, and their story has been reimagined in countless different ways over the years. In addition to its timeless themes, Romeo and Juliet is also notable for its innovative structure and use of language. The play features a complex web of subplots and supporting characters, and its dialogue is marked by a mix of poetic verse and more naturalistic prose. Shakespeare's use of language is often cited as one of his greatest strengths as a writer, and Romeo and Juliet is a perfect example of his mastery of the English language. Overall, Romeo and Juliet remains one of the most beloved and enduring works of English literature, and its popularity shows no signs of waning anytime soon. Curiosity 3. What was Shakespeare's Globe Theatre? Shakespeare's Globe Theatre was a famous playhouse located in London that was built in 1599 by the Lord Chamberlain's men, a company of actors that included William Shakespeare. The theatre was located on the south bank of the River Thames, in the area of London known as Bankside. The Globe was a large, open-air theatre that could hold up to 3,000 spectators. It was circular in shape, with a stage in the center that was surrounded by 3 tiers of covered seating. The theatre was constructed using materials such as timber, plaster, and thatch, and it was designed to be easily dismantled and rebuilt if necessary. The Globe was used as a performance space for many of Shakespeare's plays, including Hamlet, Macbeth, and Othello, among others. The theatre also hosted other popular plays of the time, as well as bear baiting and other forms of entertainment. Unfortunately, the original Globe was destroyed by fire in 1613, during a performance of Shakespeare's play, Henry VIII. However, it was rebuilt the following year and continued to be used as a theater until 1642, when it was closed down by the Puritans. In 1997, a reconstruction of the Globe was opened in London, just a few hundred yards from the site of the original theater. The new Globe is a faithful replica of the original, and it continues to be used as a performance space for Shakespeare's plays and other works of theater. Today, the Globe is an important cultural landmark and a symbol of Shakespeare's enduring legacy. It attracts thousands of visitors each year from all over the world, who come to see plays in the same space where Shakespeare and his contemporaries once performed more than 400 years ago. Curiosity 4. What is the First Folio? The First Folio is a collection of William Shakespeare's plays that was published in 1623, 7 years after his death. It is one of the most important books in the English language and is considered to be the most authoritative source for Shakespeare's plays. The First Folio contains 36 of Shakespeare's plays, including such classics as Hamlet, Macbeth, King Lear, and Romeo and Juliet. Many of these plays had never been published before, and without the First Folio, they may have been lost forever. The First Folio was compiled by two of Shakespeare's colleagues, John Hemmings and Henry Condell. They gathered the plays together and supervised their publication, which was done by a group of printers led by William Jaggard. The First Folio was a monumental undertaking, and it was not without its flaws. There are numerous errors and inconsistencies in the text, and some of the plays are incomplete or heavily edited. However, despite these flaws, the First Folio remains an essential document for anyone interested in Shakespeare's plays. Today, the First Folio is a rare and valuable book. Only about 230 copies are known to exist, and they are highly prized by collectors and scholars alike. The First Folio is also an important cultural artifact, a testament to the enduring power of Shakespeare's plays and the impact they have had on the English language and world literature. Curiosity 5. Did William Shakespeare create new words? One interesting and little-known fact about William Shakespeare is that he is believed to have coined many words and phrases that are still in use today in the English language. It's estimated that Shakespeare introduced over 1,700 words to the English language through his plays and sonnets. Some of these words include bedazzled, eyeball, fashionable, gloomy, and moonbeam. Shakespeare also popularized many idioms and expressions that are still commonly used today. For example, he is credited with phrases such as, break the ice, heart of gold, and love is blind. He also gave us common expressions such as, all's well that ends well, brevity is the soul of wit, and to be or not to be. Shakespeare's contributions to the English language are truly remarkable and demonstrate his mastery of language and his ability to shape the way we communicate today. His influence on the English language is a testament to the enduring power of his work and the impact he has had on world literature. So there you have it, 5 fascinating facts about William Shakespeare. We hope you enjoyed learning more about this legendary writer and his enduring legacy. Don't forget to like and subscribe to CGK Curiosities about general knowledge for more intriguing videos like this one.